Good evening, and welcome to Barrow County School System's Yes I Can Award Ceremony. Tonight, prepare to get to know the famous stars that we have right here in Barrow County. My name is Brad Bowling, and I have the distinct honor and pleasure of serving Barrow County's exceptional students and their teachers and parents as Director of Special Education. Each year, I eagerly anticipate this event, and I consider it indeed a privilege to be here to honor an amazing group of students. If you are not already aware, our theme tonight is A Night at the Movies. There is no doubt that movies have played an important part in our society over the years. Director Martin Scorsese once said, "Movies touch our hearts and awaken our vision and change the way we see things. They take us to other places, they open doors and minds." What an appropriate quote for tonight's event. The students we are honoring tonight do just the same for us each and every day. They touch our hearts and awaken our vision and change the way we see things. They are a true inspiration to me and to so many, and we are blessed to know them and to be a part of their lives. They are our stars.
Thank you, Brett. My name is Ryan Butcher. I am principal at Kennedy Elementary School, and I am lucky to be a part of the Yes I Can Awards since its inception. Each of the students that we're celebrating tonight was nominated by their teacher and chosen to represent their school based on outstanding accomplishments. The Yes I Can Awards is modeled after the state and national awards given by the Council for Exceptional Children that is awarded to students based on a number of achievements, both at school and in the community. Any student in Barrow County who has an IEP is eligible for this award. If you're wondering just what an honor this is to your son, daughter, grandchild, brother, sister, niece, or nephew, these 18 students were chosen from over 2,000 students in Barrow County. What an achievement. These students represent a small fraction of our exceptional students in Barrow County. So just being here to represent your school is quite an accomplishment. We are here to honor each student for outstanding achievements. If you're here because you won your school's Yes I Can Award, you are among the very best of the best. Your teachers, your families, and all of Barrow County's school system are extremely proud of all that you represent. We have an exciting program planned for you tonight, and we hope you enjoy our evening. I'd like to start the evening by asking Pastor Jason Britt from Bethlehem Church to provide the invocation. Bethlehem Church is an incredible partner of the Barrow County School System, and their virtual celebration of the evening would simply not be possible without them. Pastor Britt.
So congratulations to this year's Yes I Can Award winners. So proud of you, so happy for your families, for your accomplishments. Congratulations from myself, from all of Bethlehem Church for our partnership in Barrow County and supporting you guys. Congratulations. Can I ask a word of prayer now? So Father, thank you for these nominees. God, thank you for not only their nomination, but their win, their character. God, that each student has exemplified what it means to have character, to be a leader, to be an influencer. And so thank you for their lives. Thank you for the plans you have for them. Pray your blessings over each family, each student, and their life. We pray these things in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Thank you so much, Pastor Brett. Tonight we have a special music provided by Ansley Davidson. Ansley also happens to be my niece. Recently she was invited to Hollywood via an American Idol golden ticket. She was unable to attend because of COVID. But as a result, we're bringing our stars to her. We're bringing our Hollywood to her. Let's pause now and go towards our satellite location to hear from Ansley Davidson.
I could be the perfect daughter. tickets back to the place I know, where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the line through the sky needs to see. It calls me. No one knows how far it goes. The wind and the sail on my sea stays behind me. One day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. I know everybody on this island seems so happy on this island. Everything's by design. I know everybody on this island has a role on this island, so maybe I can roll with mine. I can lead with pride, I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied if I play along. The voice inside sings a different song. What is wrong with me? See the line where the sky meets the sea. It calls me. No one knows how deep it goes, but it seems like it's calling out to me. So come find me and let me know. It's beyond that line. Will I cross that line? See the line where the sky meets the sea. It calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind and the sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know how far I'll go.
We couldn't do the Yes I Can award ceremony without the support of our superintendent, executive cabinet, and board of education. Dr. Mcmichael has been with Yes I Can Awards program since its inception, first as a principal and now as our superintendent of schools. I'd like to invite Dr. Mcmichael to come forward to share his superintendent's welcome and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bowling. It's a pleasure to be here with you all tonight. As superintendent, I get to help celebrate a lot of things that go on in the Barrow County School System, and we have a lot to brag about. And I'm really not supposed to have a favorite evening or a favorite celebration, but I have to admit that in the 12 years I've been here in Barrow County, I look most forward to this night every year. The Yes I Can ceremony, it just holds a special place in my heart, and I know that goes for our Board of Education also. Much like a movie, we're here to honor the stars that have, the superstars, let's call them what they are. They're superstars, and they have come quite a long way, and they have been chosen by their individual schools to represent the schools, and just could not ask for a better bunch of young people to do so. And I know they have an amazing cast behind them with their parents and their teachers and their paraprofessionals and everyone else that supports them. But tonight is their night. So as they walk the red carpet tonight, let's celebrate them. And I will know that I always stand in awe in everything that they have accomplished over the years. And so again, thank you so much for having me tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
It is indeed my high honor and privilege to introduce to you this evening our guest speaker. Her name is Lily D. Moore, and she is an accomplished actress, model, and advocate for special education here in the state of Georgia. Tonight, she brings to us a message of persevering through whatever obstacles may come our way to achieve your dreams. I'd like to invite Lily D. Moore to the stage right now.
Thank you so much for having me today. It is a privilege and honor to be asked to speak at this year's event, Night at the Movies. I want you to know how proud I am of each of you. I know life can be hard. Maybe you've had to deal with surgery. I know a little something about that. I've had 12 and 17 years. Or you've had to do virtual school at your house. I'm doing it too. And let me tell you, my mom is not the best teacher. Or you've been stared at, pointed at or bullied because of your disability? Yep, me too. Or you are lonely because you're longing for a special friend. I feel you. I feel the same way. But I'm here to tell you that you are unique, beautiful, and brave. And you deserve to be celebrated, not just today, but every day. Most of you don't know me, but I'm an actress and model. I've been doing it for 6 years, and it has been a journey that has some exciting times and times that were not. My family tells me I could always make people laugh, and they were drawn to me. I began taking drama in school and fell in love. 3 years later, I began taking acting classes and haven't stopped. I want to act all the time. My mom started reaching out to talent agencies, and after 20 rejections, I finally got an interview and they signed me. I began to get auditions and I got some jobs. Some of those jobs have been TJ Maxx, Sleepy Hollow, Miracles from Heaven, Teachers, and Rebecca on Never Have I Ever. I also have been in many short films, commercials, non-union films, student films, and more. I most recently was in British Vogue. I love it all. I have found my star. It is my love, my passion, my friend. You might wonder how I have accomplished this. And let me tell you, through hard work, perseverance, and I set goals for myself. First, I train. I take classes to work on my craft and then practice at home. I'm always acting, and sometimes I even get in trouble because I was acting like I didn't want to clean my room. My mom didn't believe me. Next, I persevere. You get a lot of rejection in this business. It hurts because when you audition, you have to memorize a lot of lines and give it your all, only to be told you didn't get the job. But I've learned to take those no's and learn from them. It makes me stronger, want to try harder, and keep showing people what I've got. And I just say, well, they missed out on all of this. And last thing, I do set goals for myself. My short-term goal is to be a regular on a TV show. And my long-term goal is to be the first Down syndrome actress to win an Oscar. So, today, I want to encourage you to find your inner star. It could be sports, painting, cooking, science, drawing, smiling, music, reading, or helping people. And once you find it, live your dream. And don't take no for an answer. Anything is possible. Your beauty comes from the inside and moves to the outside for the world to see. And remember, you are unique, beautiful, and brave. Thank you for having me.
And now is the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time to recognize and honor our Yes I Can award winners. Direct your attention to the movie of the year. We know you'll enjoy it.
My name is Maddie Courier. I'm from Auburn Elementary School, and I am a special education teacher, and I am nominating Clarence Ruiz for the 2021 Yes I Can Awards. Clarence I have known since he was in kindergarten, and to watch him grow into the young man that he is today has been so impressive. For a student who used to be so upset and so angry at school, to a kid that loves learning and is excited to learn new things and ready to take on challenges, has just been awesome to see. He is advocating for his needs. He's advocating when he feels upset or needs to take a break, and that he's using his words really shows how much maturity and growth has happened over the last school year. He is a friend to everyone he meets with a smile that could light up the entire room, and I am so proud of him for this school year.
This is Julia Hodges from Auburn Elementary. Clarence, you are an outstanding young man. Your laughter and smile are contagious. I am super proud of you.
This is Miss Newsom from Bethlehem Elementary School, and my nominee is Lexi Parks. Congratulations to Lexi Parks on being this year's Yes I Can winner for Bethlehem Elementary. She is an amazing young lady, and I can't think of anyone more deserving of this award. She is beautiful, kind, helpful, and a leader in my classroom. I'm so proud of the way she comes into my class each day with a smile on her face and a positive Yes I Can attitude. I know that learning does not come easy for Lexi, but with her perseverance and determination, I know that she will overcome any challenges that stand in her way. Congratulations, Lexi.
Lexi Parks, congratulations on being our 2021 Yes I Can Award winner. We are so proud to have you represent Bethlehem Elementary. Lexi, you have come so far in your years with us here at BES. I remember you being very shy and quiet and not so happy to be at school when you first arrived at BES. But you have blossomed into a very kind, respectful, and outgoing young lady who is such a helper to all of her classmates and her teacher. We really, really appreciate the way that you take on challenges and that you're excited to come to school. We are so happy to have you represent us this year. You definitely deserve this award, and you definitely embody Yes I Can. Congratulations, Lexi. We love you.
My name is Renelle Thermidor, and I work at Bramlett Elementary, and the student we nominated for the Yes I Can Award this year is Graydon Eady. I have worked with Graydon for the last 3 years, and I have watched him grow from a student who disliked reading and did not want any part of it to a student who has embraced it and come to enjoy many parts of it, to the point where he has seeked out his teachers when he is struggling with something in order to get it done, or to make sure that he is able to comprehend what he needs to get done in class. I have watched him grow and to become the young man that he is today. And with that, I am very proud of his growth and where he has come from to where he is now.
My name is Lisa Sanders. This year, I have nominated Graydon Eady for the Yes I Can Award. Graydon came to Bramlett the fall of his first grade year. At this time, he was unable to write his name, identify letters of the alphabet, or produce their corresponding sounds. Graydon has improved his reading ability now to almost a third grade level through perseverance and determination. Graydon has worked in class, at home, and with numerous other volunteers in this building to improve his ability to read independently. Graydon also has learned to self-regulate his behaviors in class. If he's frustrated, he asks for a break. He watches for cues from his teacher. Graydon advocates for both his academic and behavioral needs. Way to go, Graydon.
Good evening. I'm Karen Dallas, the principal at Bramlett Elementary. Tonight, we're here to recognize and celebrate Graydon Eady as our Yes I Can recipient. Graydon exemplifies everything in our Eagle Pledge. He is eager to learn. He acts responsibly. He is so respectful in the hallways. He listens and follows directions. He encourages others and soars above the rest. Graydon came in the middle of his first grade year, and I have enjoyed watching him prosper and grow at Bramlett. Graydon, also when I look at you, I see your daddy's eyes in you. As your dad's second grade teacher, Hunter, I'm glad to know that I love all the Eady family.
I've had the pleasure of knowing and teaching Dakota for about 3 years now. Dakota is a student that always greets you with a smile and a hug or a story. He's always ready to contribute to whatever you're doing in the classroom, always eager to exceed your expectations and to help guide his peers in the same direction. Dakota has been an absolute pleasure to have in the classroom, not only from just knowing him, but for how much easier he makes everyone else's job in the building. I think a big reason he received our school nomination is that he has managed to journey from being completely in my classroom in the small group setting to being completely outside of my classroom in the general ed setting. So he's made every stop along the way, and everyone on our team has had the pleasure of working with him in some capacity. So it was a pretty unanimous vote. We're all extremely proud of you, Dakota. You've come a long way, and we are all better for knowing you, and we know that the future belongs to you, my dude. Good luck, man.
Hey, this is Diane Brisson, the principal at County Line Elementary. I am happy to announce that Dakota Moore was our Yes I Can winner for the 2020-2021 school year. I'm amazed at how much he has grown in the past few years, both behaviorally and academically. This year, Dakota has transitioned from a self-contained behavior support room to a general education classroom. Way to go, Dakota.
Early on into the school year, I knew Derek was an exceptional student. His intrinsic motivation and desire to learn new and complex historical content are undeniable. Derek also has a way of sharing his knowledge with his peers in a very thoughtful and charismatic manner. I'm so proud of Derek and his academic success this year. I can't wait to hear about his future accomplishments.
Derek's love of numbers and science have grown so much this year. He extended his learning at home by researching topics, conducting his own experiments, and sharing them in class. He has earned the title of class scientist among his peers. Way to go, Derek. I am so proud of you.
My name is Jackie Robinson, and I serve as the principal of Holsenbeck Elementary School. I want to congratulate Derek Landry for receiving the 2021 Yes I Can Award for our school. Derek is a respectful and kind young man who exhibits a great work ethic. His dedication and determination to work hard has had such a positive impact on his academic performance, especially this year. Derek's curiosity for learning will continue to serve him well for years to come. Derek, I am so proud of you. Congratulations.
I'm Ryan Butcher, the principal at Kennedy Elementary School. I absolutely love Haley Kraft. There's not a better smile in this building. Every time I walk into Miss Roberts' room, there is Haley, there to greet me with a huge smile and a good morning, Mr. Butcher. When I see her in the cafeteria, she's still smiling and says hello to me like we just met. She works so hard to do the right thing, succeed, and always does it with a smile on her face and joy in her heart. That's what we want from everyone, and Haley is the role model for that for everyone at Kennedy Elementary School. It's my honor to recognize her as 2021's Yes I Can winner for Kennedy Elementary School.
Haley is such a joy to teach. She is kind, smart, and so loving towards her teachers and peers. This is my first year teaching Haley, and it has been a privilege watching her thrive. We have seen so much growth academically, and it is encouraging to continue to see this growth daily. Haley has mastered 3 academic objectives this year. She is now reading over 20 sight words without prompting, and this has led to her success in tracking print and independently reading short sentences from beginning readers. She can independently write her first and last name without a model and can also write her letters and numbers with a model with no mistakes. She tries her best each day. Okay. She tries her very best each day, even if the task is challenging, and doesn't give up. She is not afraid to ask for help and is very eager to learn. We are so proud of Haley.
Dr. James, proud principal, Statham Elementary School. I am so proud of Luke for all of his hard work. Luke has worked tremendously hard at Statham Elementary School and has such a huge heart and personality. He has grown so much academically, and he surpassed the district norm on his middle of the year MAP assessment. Keep up all of the great work, Luke. We love you and we are so proud of you.
Statham Elementary's Yes I Can winner for 2020-2021 is Luke Dodson. I nominated Luke for many reasons, but the biggest one was his academic growth. Luke scored higher than the district grade level mean in reading, math, and science when assessed for middle of the year MAP. He has been doing so well in the classroom, we were able to lessen the amount of services and supports he receives at his last meeting. His teacher shared that Luke has an inquisitive mind and likes to ask questions. He is always willing to try and demonstrate the Yes I Can attitude. Congratulations, Luke!
I have watched her just bloom and grow this year from a quiet, timid little girl at the beginning of January when she came into the classroom with us from digital to being in the classroom, talking, being friendly, playing with everyone. Just everyone around her loves her, and she just kind of lets off this lovable energy about her. So I have loved watching her grow and watching her just blossom into this beautiful young creature in my classroom.
And the 2021 Yes I Can winner for Winder Elementary School is Pearl Moya. Pearl is a student who makes Winder Elementary a better place to be.
I have nominated Brissa Ruiz Cisneros because of her academics. She's, from the beginning of the year, she's grown tremendously in all areas. She takes everything seriously and always does her best work. At the beginning of the year, Brissa was a quiet girl who, when we did online learning, she didn't even want to turn on her camera. Now she's playing outside with her friends and having a lot of fun. She's grown in confidence. She's a role model, polite, responsible, and just an all-around great student. This is why we have nominated Brissa Ruiz Cisneros as a Yes I Can winner.
We are very proud of Brissa here at Yargo. She began the year as a digital learner, but soon moved back to be in person here in our building. She recognized that being in the building was a better fit for her learning style. Brissa worked very hard upon her return. She listened intently to the teacher, and she really began to use the strategies that her teachers were teaching her. Brissa has a can-do attitude in all that she does, and others notice this. They have begun to emulate her actions in class so that they too can find academic success. She is a leader in her class. One teacher described Brissa as bright.
So Ms. McBroom and I nominated Giselle for the Yes I Can award. Giselle began the year very quiet and reserved, but it didn't take long to realize what an amazing young lady she is. Giselle is one of the most hardworking students I've had the pleasure of working with in 9 years. She wants to be successful, and she's willing to put in the work it takes. She always goes above and beyond to make sure that she has what she needs to be successful.
Giselle was picked for the school-wide winner of the Yes I Can award because she is one of the hardest working students that we have ever taught. She is dedicated to her studies and strives for academic excellence. She gives her best every single day. Giselle desires to succeed and will do anything to meet her goals. Giselle always has her homework and is always prepared for class. Giselle has improved in all academic areas, and this is evidenced on her MAP assessments. In addition to her academic growth, Giselle has grown in confidence. Giselle is a model student who exhibits great academic success and integrity.
I nominated Jaheem Smith for my Yes I Can award winner. I coached Jaheem in 7th grade in football, and he did a fantastic job playing for me. I teach Jaheem in math class this year. Jaheem has transitioned from Miss Auding's class, self-contained, to the Gen Ed setting, and he has done a wonderful job. He is in language arts, math, and science, and is working as hard as he can and pushing himself to new limits every day, and I could not be more proud of him.
Congratulations to Jaheem Smith, our 2021 Yes I Can award winner for Russell Middle School. We are so proud of the incredible progress he has made. He has a wonderful attitude, is an excellent role model on our 8th grade team, and shows dog pack pride every single day. Thank you so much for all of your hard work, Jaheem Smith.
My name is Taylor Grovigal, and I'm a special education teacher at Westside Middle School. I nominated Lacey Langley because she's an incredible young woman. She's come a long way in her social, emotional, and advocacy skills. She has mastered at least 6 of her social, emotional, behavioral goals and objectives. She has learned to appropriately advocate for herself and uses her coping strategies such as coloring, drawing, writing, taking a walk, or talking with one of her many trusted adults here at Westside. She now has appropriately expressed her feelings, wants, and needs instead of running from her problems. She's gained so much more confidence in herself. She is now engaged in her academics. She's excited to come to school and is so motivated to learn. She has grown into an incredible, confident, helpful young woman. She has become a part of the Westside Middle School family with her bubbly personality and brightens everyone's day with her infectious smile. I'm so proud of her accomplishments and can't wait to see what the future holds for her.
Hello, my name is Albert Smith, the proud principal of Westside Middle School. Remember that Westside is the best side. And I'd like to congratulate our 2021 Yes I Can winner, Miss Lacey Langley. The great work that she's shown here at Westside Middle School. I said Lacey has gone from a self-contained environment to actually going out in the classrooms, doing all the things that we knew she could do. We look forward to her going to the high school soon and actually just showing those Westside ways and those great abilities that she has. You know, she is one of my favorite students here at Westside Middle School. Always has a smile on her face, great energy, great enthusiasm, and I'm just so happy for her because I know the same way Yes I Can is for this award, Yes I Can truly describes the hard work and dedication she has to be the person that she's meant to be. So Lacey, congratulations to you and thank you for being a great representative of Westside Middle School.
Hello, my name is Lauren Carter and it is a joy to serve as principal of Bear Creek Middle School. It is my honor to recognize Jeremy Keys as our 2020-2021 Yes I Can winner. Over the past 2 years, we have seen tremendous growth with Jeremy in the areas of communication and social awareness. He consistently uses his communication device to advocate for his wants and needs. He really enjoys choosing his rewards once he has completed a task. I look forward to seeing Jeremy in the hallway every morning. Our interaction has gone from a one-sided greeting to a mutual, unprompted social event over the past 2 years. We are excited to see what the future holds for Jeremy, and I am so thankful to have been part of his journey.
I nominated Jeremy because finding one's voice is a hard task for anyone, but this year Jeremy has worked hard to find his. He found that with the use of his AAC device, he can express himself more and seems to be happier for it. Jeremy has a new sense of self because he is able to communicate his wants, needs, and preferences. While identifying emotions is still a hard task, he is trying to help those around him understand how he feels. Jeremy is a joy to have in my class, and it's been a great honor to see his wit come out this year. I love that he enjoys playing jokes on those around him by intentionally choosing the wrong choice, and then he just smiles and laughs. It's been a real honor to teach him for the last 2 years.
I am Misty Renzo, one of Arabella's teachers here at the AIM program, and I am so proud of Arabella's achievement in art, especially in visual art. She's very talented in that area. Arabella inspires her peers as well in arts, and she's gained so much confidence being part of our program. So again, I'm very proud of all of her accomplishments.
I'm Shawn Williams, and I cannot begin to tell you how excited I am that Arabella McCarg is our Yes I Can winner for the Arts and Innovation Magnet Program. Arabella is the epitome of a student that can thrive in our program. She is so talented in all of the art forms, but she really shines in visual arts. She is able to demonstrate her learning and mastery of the skills and content through visual art, and we have been so incredibly amazed at her talent. I've had the pleasure to know Arabella for many years. I was a previous principal of hers at another Barrow County school, and her confidence and quick wit excites us and delights us each and every day at the Arts and Innovation program, and I am thrilled that she is our Arts and Innovation Magnet Program Yes I Can winner.
Hi, I'm Paul Thornton at Bassa, and I nominated Devontre for this award because of his excellent class participation and academic achievement this year. For example, in his literature class, Devontre earned the title Quiet Storm because he's always ready to answer questions when asked by the teacher, and he always brings a unique perspective during class discussions. He prompts both teachers and students to think deeper. Devontre is very deserving of this award, and we are very proud of all that he's contributed to our school this year.
Hello, this is Dr. Simpson, the principal at Bassa, and we are very excited that Devontre is our nominee for the Yes I Can Awards. He is such a hard worker. He goes above and beyond to stay on top of all of his classes. Devontre is never afraid to ask for help when he needs it, and he always participates in classroom discussions and group activities. Despite any difficulties that have been thrown his way, Devontre has never complained or given up. He is an absolute pleasure to have at Bassa, and he exemplifies all aspects of our iCare framework: integrity, community, accountability, respect, and excellence.
Hi, I'm Leah Hildebrand from Sims Academy. I nominated Alexis Connor in the area of employment because she wants to own her own bakery, and she is currently an intern at the Ingalls Bakery in Auburn. Alexis, you are kind and your compassion is contagious. It was an honor to get to teach you this year and get to know you, and your goal to own your own bakery so that you can employ people with disabilities just goes to show how compassionate you are. I'm so excited to see what you accomplish in the upcoming years. Go achieve those dreams, girl.
This is Dr. Simpson, the CEO at Sims Academy of Innovation and Technology, and we are really excited that Alexis is our nominee for the Yes I Can Awards. She has a positive attitude and a true zest for life. Alexis loves to make others feel happy through lots of laughs and smiles. She also loves to bake because of the joy that it brings to those that she's providing her treats to. In fact, one day she wants to open her own bakery and employ individuals with disabilities. Alexis is already working toward that goal by interning at a local bakery for the Sims Academy Yes program. Alexis has a sweet spirit and is very helpful to others. She has big goals for the future, and we love having her with us here at Sims Academy.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Hanna, and I've been one of Raphael Herrera's teachers at Appalachian High School for 5 years. Raphael deserves this award for many reasons. He has overcome so many obstacles to get where he is today. He has not allowed any of these hurdles to get in his way. When Raphael came to AHS as a freshman, he was known in middle school by the students as having some behavior issues. Raphael even later confessed to me that he had poor behavior in middle school. So for starters, I'm recommending Raphael because he has always had excellent behavior at Appalachian and has been a joy to teach. On top of this, he has maintained all A's in his classes and has had close to perfect attendance. Raphael has also thrived in Special Olympic sports. He competed in the Atlanta United Soccer Special Olympics and was chosen to be on their team. The final and main reason I'm nominating Raphael is because he has worked so hard this year to get his driver's license and drive himself to and from his part-time job at Bell's department store. I am very proud of Raphael and the way he has not let anything get in his way of training to be a successful working citizen in our community. I'm so proud to have been your teacher, Rafi.
My name is Jennifer Martin, and I am the very proud principal of Appalachian High School. I would like to take a few moments to speak about Raphael Herrera Alvera, our 2021 Yes I Can school-wide winner. Raphael has a sparkle in his eyes, revealing his love of school, his teachers, his classmates, and people in general. Raphael works hard, never giving anything but his best effort. His progress shows how much work he puts into everything he does. I love seeing him in our hallways because he's always smiling, working hard, and treating those around him with grace, respect, and kindness. He has such a big heart, and he positively impacts everyone he interacts with. I am incredibly proud to know both of our Yes I Can winners.
I nominated Jocelyn for the 2020-2021 Yes I Can Awards because Jocelyn is an outstanding student. As a student with autism, change is very difficult, but Jocelyn really, took this year as a chance to show what she has. Transferring to high school in general is very difficult for students, but Jocelyn handled this during a pandemic and going in and out of the hospital for the past summer/beginning of her semester. Jocelyn, really went out of her way to make sure she was getting caught up on assignments and making sure she did her best. And she even tried to still participate in the band program here at Barrow High School. She was really a focal point for the community where students were able to look at her and use her as a role model, especially in the band program where they're dedicating their season this past year to her.
I nominated Jocelyn for the 2020-2021 Yes I Can Award because of her determination and perseverance throughout the school year. Jocelyn has not let anything hold her back to reaching her goals. When she joined our algebra year-long class, she missed a few modules at the beginning of the year, but she did not let that hold her back. She wanted to go back to the material she missed and learn and take the test as well. She comes into our classroom with a smile on her face and ready to learn. She is a pure leader within our classroom. If she has to miss a day of school, she goes above and beyond to ensure the assignments that she missed are completed. Through all that she has been through, she has taught us to never let anything get in our way of reaching our goals.
We're happy to recognize our 2021 Yes I Can Award winner, Miss Jocelyn Stinchcomb. 9 months ago, when all other students were preparing for their transition to high school, she experienced a severe tragedy. A tragedy that many thought would keep her from experiencing many of the things that she has proven that she has been able to experience since then. She's undergone over 20 surgeries. She has had a difficult time emotionally, socially, and physically, but she has overcome all those challenges. She is back with us today at Barrow High School in classrooms, marching with the marching band. For many months, the marching band, the football team reached out, showed a tremendous amount of support for the family and for Jocelyn. They had an empty chair with her name with the hashtag Stay Strong Jocelyn for many months. Many people, probably including herself, didn't know if she would make it back in that chair by the end of the year, but she did, and it was a truly heartwarming experience to see her march on the field with the marching band just months after such a tragedy and so many surgeries. So we're super proud of her, super excited for all that she's overcame. So we're super pleased to announce our 2021 winner for the Yes I Can Award to Miss Jocelyn Stinchcomb.
Live.
Wow, I am so impressed with this year's Yes I Can school-wide winners. They are just amazing and so inspirational. What do you think, Mr. Butcher?
I know, Amy. I'm always impressed with the candidates we have each and every year. And this year we're live at Bethlehem Church, and we're getting ready to surprise our winner now. So why don't you guys come with us?
Let's go.
But say everything you need to.
Right.
So it was a big old thing. Hi.
All right, so we are so proud to announce that this year's 2021 Yes I Can District winner is Jocelyn Stinchcomb. We are so proud and excited for you. There you go. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Jocelyn.
We're so proud of you, Jocelyn. Jocelyn, you truly, truly exemplify what it means to be a Barrow High School Double G dog. We're proud of you. Thank you. That's right. My dad even went to one. Well, good.
And you get to go, got you some tickets to the Georgia Bulldog game, so there you go.
Oh, awesome. I like that. Thank you. We're so proud of you.
All right, so we have finally caught up for all of our Yes I Can winners from 2020 and now 2021, and we are just so happy we've been able to celebrate them all this year.
That's right, 11 years now we've been doing the Yes I Can Awards, and we're looking forward to next year where we get to do it like we normally do.
Yes.
Live and face-to-face with everyone in the community. We do want to thank lots of people. We first of all want to thank Bethlehem Church for hosting us, doing the recordings this year. We want to thank our teachers, special ed teachers and parapros that made nominations and work with these kids each and every day.
Yes.
Definitely want to thank our principals and administrators that work hard to make sure that we set up and are providing a safe environment for our students. And we definitely want to thank our families as well for everything to do. Also,
Yes.
too, our executive board.
Our executive board, our board of education, you know, just so many people come together to make this happen, and we are just grateful for everyone. Thank you so much.
Also, too, our Yes I Can team that's worked this year. It was a little bit different for us this year, trying to come up with something to do because because of COVID, but they came up with an awesome idea, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But thank you guys, and we'll see you next year for the Yes I Can Awards, the best thing Barrow does.
Thanks, everybody.